Weighing in with soybeans and a baby show straight out of Norburn, Missouri, we have Soybean Festival. From Hayward, Wisconsin, at 73 years young with the world's largest muskie statue, put it together for Muskie Fest. Finally, packing a punch with fire dancing and a pet costume contest, the Roseau, Minnesota Fall Harvest Fest. One of these festivals could win $100,000 in the Cenex Hometown Throwdown. You decide. Cast your vote at CenexHometownThrowdown.com. Cenex, powered locally.
Rated mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised. Broadcasting from the Big Peach of Atlanta, Georgia. This is the Patriot Brief. All right, guys, let's get the show started, huh?
Put these disruptions behind us is to put the pandemic in the rearview mirror, which is why the president has been leading decisively to do just that.
I want to ask before I let you go about a flight attendant for American Airlines who was hospitalized this week with a broken bone, several of them in her face, after a passenger assaulted her mid-flight. So far this year, the FAA is investigating more than 900 incidents of violent or unruly passengers, and that's up from 152 years ago. So should there be a federal no-fly list for people who behave like this on U.S. flights?
I think that should be on the table. Look, it is completely unacceptable to mistreat, abuse, or even disrespect flight crews. These flight attendants have been on the front lines of the pandemic from day one, and they're up there, as the announcement always says, for your safety. There is absolutely no excuse for this kind of treatment of flight crews in the air, or any of the essential workers, from bus drivers to air crews, who get people to where they need to be. The FAA stands strongly with flight crews. It's why you're seeing some really harsh penalties and fines being proposed, and we will continue to look at all options to make sure that flight crews and passengers are safe.
Yeah.
Before I let you go, it is Halloween.
You know, we're plugging in a video here. Welcome to the podcast, guys. Welcome. Happy Sunday for everybody. Welcome to the Patriot Brief. Guys, I'm talking about this new topic here that just, literally hit my desk. I seen the article, and, I think it deserves, a public speaking on this from my behalf. Guys, this was Pete Buttigieg, the transportation secretary of the Biden administration, right? Part of the Biden cabinet. Just earlier today on CNN's State of the Union, Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, which we all know took a paternity leave back in August and just recently reported back to work, had said that a federal no-fly list for violent airplane passengers should be on the table. Yeah, they should. I actually agree with Pete Buttigieg on this topic here. They should be on the table. Okay? If you're a violent passenger, if you commit some type of felony, whether it's during the boarding progress, right, even in the air, you should be removed and be looked at on serious charges. I mean, this is, you're in the air. Possibly, if this were something to happen at 35,000 feet, God forbid something were to happen, yes, you should be put on a no-fly list. But, if you gotten to see the topic online about this article, which is pretty much everywhere, Buttigieg kind of overreacted a little bit, with these people should never fly again. Well, that shouldn't be held to a transportation secretary's aspect. Yeah, that's his personal opinion, guys. What they should, the decision should go to the courts, okay? Airplanes are usually funded by federal agencies, local agencies, government agencies. So it should go to a federal level, or before it goes to a Supreme Judge, guys, it should go to the federal level. A judge on the federal level should determine what the decision is on this, and I want to get into other topics here before I kind of go along with this. Like I said, the FAA literally currently is investigating more than 900 incidents of violent or unruly passengers. That's up from 152 years ago. Literally 152 years ago, when we were just getting into aviation. It's gone up. But like I said, guys, should there be a federal no-fly list for people who behave like this on U.S. flights? Seriously, should there? I want to take a couple of callers here on the show and see exactly where they stand on this issue. With that being said, guys, I'm going to take a quick break, and I'm going to take some callers here on the show. It looks like we have one that's standing by here, guys. I'm going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back after these words.
Good evening, sir. How you doing?
Hi, you here for me?
Yeah!
Can I play some music?
I'm a fan, man, so play what you want, man.
Thank you so much. I want to play my new album.
You know, some people out here calling you the greatest, man. I'm starting to see why, boy.
The world moves at a fast pace, and your people have places to be. With LiftPass, you can help employees be more productive and better serve your customers, patients, students, and guests. LiftPass delights your people by showing them how much you care while helping them get where they need to go. The best part is that you get a flexible program to move riders based on your organization's needs, giving you full control of your budget and how the passes are used. See how easy it is to get started. As an admin, you can customize LiftPass by frequency and value. Then, set limits on ride locations, times of day, ride types, and more. You can share the branded pass with everyone you want, any way you want. Riders can claim the pass right in the Lyft app they already know and love, and it will automatically apply whenever it's ready to use. With reporting features, you can quickly view metrics and optimize your program based on riders' usage. That way, you can continue to drive your program's success. LiftPass is easy to manage and flexible enough to meet all of your organization's needs. Scale up or scale down and keep your people moving. Get started today at liftbusiness.com/LiftPass.
All right, guys, we got on the phone here. A caller called in. What is your insight on this issue? With this, now the Biden administration, even the transportation secretary, wanting to put the violent individuals that commit some type of crime or violent activity, or even don't adhere to the vaccine itself, the mandates from many, many airlines, including Southwest and American Airlines, that they want to put these people on a no-fly list. What's your insight on this, man?
I get the violent criminals, but I don't think you have to be vaccinated to be on a do-not-fly list. I disagree with that.
Yeah, like when I heard this, I was like, like I said, I can agree with the transportation secretary saying that, he wants to, or at least consider, the federal courts, even the Supreme Courts, to put these people that commit crime, whether it's domestic violence or, domestic terrorism or even foreign terrorism, right, from another country. Yeah, they should be put on a no-fly list, let alone be put on FBI's most wanted list, right? That should be done. No question about it. But to go to extreme levels that, you don't want to adhere to a literally a mandate that's literally not a law. I mean, you literally don't have to get vaccinated. It's your body, your choice. But if you don't want to get vaccinated and you don't want to literally, obey, I guess, if that's the words, to these airplane policies that you must be vaccinated or show a negative test, then you can't fly. I mean, I don't know. You think that's a little crazy?
I think it's a little crazy.
It's
like you said, like you said, my body, my choice.
Yeah.
No. Like when it just drives me up the wall with this COVID. Everything, you need COVID shots. You need a COVID identification card at the buildings, airports.
Yeah.
It's getting out of control.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I mean, it's getting way out of control. I mean, we don't even hear about, the normalization of viruses and diseases in this country, such as diabetes and heart failure, and let alone cancer. You don't even hear about that anymore.
You don't hear about the people at the border where probably have all COVID, want to come in this country, but that's okay. But you can't get in an airplane.
Yeah. I mean, God forbid, right? God forbid.
I know.
I mean, it's like I seen this just the other day that that the TSA literally put this out on their website. The new policies of a no-fly list for individuals not complying with COVID vaccination or negative test policies in accordance to airplane companies. I mean, I seen that. I was like, what? So you're telling me you got to get a freaking jab or show a negative test just to get on a damn plane? It's crazy.
I know. It makes you sick.
It's crazy. I mean, you want me to put on a mask, I'll put on a freaking mask to make everybody happy, which we know they don't freaking work. But if you want me to put on a mask, I'll put on a damn mask.
They shouldn't be on a do not fly list. How if it's an emergency? What are you gonna do?
Exactly. I mean,
But it's getting out of control with this COVID already.
It is. It's way out of control.
How are you gonna make the the situation better and trying to get over this when you're putting all these restrictions?
Yeah.
They want the people controlled. It would take away their freedoms and stuff like that.
It's all about population control. It really is. It's all about population control. They don't care about your scenarios, your livelihood. They don't care about that. All they care about is what they want you to do, and we're clearly seeing it. I mean, I don't know. I heard this and I had to get it on the show. I heard this topic. I was like, I have to talk about this because this is the most, let alone probably the craziest thing I've heard so far going into the week of November. I mean, tomorrow, November 1st. I mean, this has to be the first week of November's pretty much nutty topics. I mean, it's terrible. It really is. What do you think people should do? You got any advice out there? What people should do? If they have to go on a plane. I mean,
I guess it's a tough. I guess I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, should we be at a point right now where we just say, fuck it? I guess I have to get the jab, in order to continue with livelihood. I mean,
that's what they want you to do.
I mean, because when it comes down to it, you should know your rights. What do you think you should do that's fair? I mean,
I believe my body, my choice, but the government doesn't believe that.
No, they don't believe
Remember, they have you under their fingers,
No.
They control you. They're gonna make your life miserable if you don't take the shot. That's what they're trying to do. You can't restrict it and things. like you're a child.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna take your toys away if you don't do this.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
That's what.
that's.
You won't be doing nothing no more if you don't take this shot, basically.
Yeah. I mean, that gets into my next question. Should U.S. airlines create their own no-fly list policies? You know,
No.
should it be left to the airline companies that literally come up with these type of policies? I mean, you know, this is becoming tyranny at dangerous levels. It really is. I mean, we don't live in a sovereign nation anymore. We don't live in a nation that has constitutional rights anymore. They're being taken away.
Yeah.
Day by day, every single time. You know, you hear this crap. You know, I mean, oh my God. I just
now you got to carry this vaccination card like your license now.
Yeah, like a passport, you know, like, you know, I can understand a passport going to other countries because they have, you know, their own rules and regulations and laws and stuff like that. I understand that. Yes, every country has their own laws and we should all respect them in their own matter. I understand the passport but a vaccine passport? Like,
I know.
When the hell did that become the new norm? Like, what, COVID just automatically overnight cured cancer, cured heart disease, cured diabetes, like just overnight? Like, you don't hear any of that crap anymore.
Nope.
Terrible. But, you know, I think they're doing this.
Coming to.
Yeah, but I think they're doing this whole crap because, you know, the government is like, okay, well, we just had a massive, literally a massive walk-off from Southwest just a few weeks ago, you know, because Southwest implemented the mandates. And what did the mainstream media blame it on? Weather. It was all weather. Weather was the cause of the cancellations. First of all, the cancellations were from people walking off, pilots that had enough of the crap, you know?
Yeah.
But you didn't hear that from mainstream. You didn't hear that from crooked CNN. You didn't hear that from MSNBC, NBC, CBS, Fox even. You didn't hear that from any of them. They all made a fabrication of lies. Terrible.
It is terrible.
Yeah.
They want the government wants to watch over you.
You know?
They want the numbers up. That's why they want to do this.
Yeah. They don't want to let this pandemic go to waste. You know, this crisis for them is like, that's the only. I said this yesterday in my podcast. This is the only agenda that they have going for them. This is their only defense right now is COVID. That's their political weapon on the American people. They don't have anything else. They can't give us anything else because they don't have it. They can't give us job growth. They can't give us, secure borders. They can't give us any of that because they can't do it. This is a failed administration. And as soon as the people realize and wake up, everything will go back to normal. But until then, we have to deal with this. I'm running out of time here. I got about another minute and 30 seconds here left on the show. But did you hear now that Delta wants other airlines to share this no-fly list for, implementing the vaccine?
They're going to lose a lot of business.
Yeah. I mean, you know, what is wrong? Like, what's wrong with this administration? Are we seeing a presidential administration that literally does not care for the American people?
No, they don't. They only care about numbers and how much people want to get vaccinated.
Yeah, that's
all they care. It's all about money.
It's all about money. They can care less about the polls. I don't think they care about the polls. You know, the latest poll coming out here, 40 seconds here left. The latest poll coming out is literally saying that that 71% of the country here, 71%, you know, the other, 29% of the country, I guess, supports Biden's policy. But 71% are now saying that under Biden, they believe the country is going down dangerous paths.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
People open up their eyes.
You know, it's. I hope somebody opens up their eyes. I got about 10 seconds. What do you think we should do as a country?
Stand up. And, you know, we can't be on the watch of Big Brother no more. Because something's going to happen. Civil war or something.
It's going to.
Because this is not right. This is not right.
I hear
how
you.
The country's controlling America.
I hear you. Well, you know, thanks for coming on the show here. It's been great. And you know, hope to have you back.
All right.
All right. Take it easy now.
All right. You too.
All right. Bye-bye. All right, guys. You just heard a caller coming into the show, literally voicing his concerns. Guys, we need to stand up with this crap. I seen this article and I thought it was baloney. It was some kind of like false news article or something that one of the one of these crooked platforms put out. You know, but I looked it up and it's kind of popping up all over the place. You know, The Hill, Independent, literally saying that, they're instituting these mass mandates and vaccine mandates. You must show this vaccine passport. Guys, I'm going to close it out here. I got about another 6 seconds here left on the show. Guys, remember, my body, my choice. We need to stand up against this tyranny. Thank you for joining us on the Patriot Brief. And as always, we'll see you on the next one.
You just heard an episode of the Patriot Angle Podcast, an Anchor platform.